Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. Okay, so it's been a challenging week. I've been awake since 3:30. I did get a tiny nap this afternoon. But yeah, I don't feel well. I think it's just stress, probably. But I love making Friday Reads videos and chatting with all of you and hearing about what you're reading and yeah, what's going on in your world. So I had to make a video for sure. Because I am so tired, I will probably have some verbal hiccups, if you will. I have epilepsy, and so one of the things that happens when I'm really tired is my speech kind of breaks down a little bit. But I have a lot to talk to you about because I've been keeping things secret from you. Before we had our Shakespeare announcement, which was Sunday. I'll link to that video down below just in case you missed it. I doubt it though. I think most of you had something to say. But yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting Shakespeare. And so what have I been reading? Well, I read Measure for Measure, which is one of my plays. And last night I finished Julius Caesar. I want to talk to you about them so much right now, but I'm not going to. So here's my summer bookworm bingo. You can see the stickers have gotten a little out of hand. I just discovered the giant unicorn. She's kind of covering up 2 spots, but you know, it's okay, it's okay. There's a big rainbow down here, another unicorn head over here, and I think the eye would have come out, but it seemed creepy to me. So I just left the little circle in there. Yeah, so this has gotten a little bit silly, but it's like, it's important for me not to take myself too seriously. So yeah, in the midst of reading The Genius of Jane Austen, I was reading Shakespeare as well. And anyway, I'm not going to say anything more about those 2 reads. And then next week, you guys, I can't believe it's less than a week away. I am going to be getting on a plane and I'm going to go see Gina from Gina's Stand Your Books. So I am so excited. And I'm torn about, there's a few things that I have to bring, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be done with Hamnet, which is also one of my Shakespeare reads by Maggie O'Farrell. I'm going to take the dust jacket off and take the book with me, but it's only 300 pages. I mean, I feel like it could be a book that I read through pretty quickly. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. And because I'm going to see a fellow booktuber, I thought I would take, and I apologize if I'm saying the name of this author wrong. This book is by Nick Hornby, but the title is Rosamond, Lehmann in Vegas. And I think it was Tracy from Tracy's Nordic Lights, which if you haven't checked out her channel, you have to. She said Rosamond Lehmann was a British writer, and I want to say like maybe in the 30s or the 40s. I don't know anything. I've never even heard of her. These are a series of essays about books, and the essay begins with the books that Nick Hornby has read and the books that he has bought. You can see it right there. Now there's 4 books before this, and I never thought I would see another one of these again, but I was so happy. These books make me laugh so much. Nick Hornby is so funny. So I really want to take this, and it's tiny. Now, there is something in me that is saying, take another book, Kelly. I think there's going to be a lot of talking about books, so I'm not sure how much, like, I mean, if I'm going to go all the way to see Gina, right? Like, I don't just want to go there and just read and not, you know, not talk to her. But yeah, there is something that's like, oh, like telling me that I should also bring, London Rules by McHarren, because the ongoing Apple Plus series is coming out. Is this one's coming out, and the books and the series on Apple TV are completely different, or not completely different, but very different. Like, it does not matter whether you've seen the show or read the book, but yeah, I would kind of like to get to that. I was also thinking about taking like just a small mass market paperback, like Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier, but I have a feeling there's going to be some book shopping as well. So I don't know, maybe I'll just start reading something I buy. It's going to be a last minute decision. I think just seeing what like how full the suitcase is. So yeah, I'm not sure. I've been struggling with just like not watching so many movies, not watching so much TV. One of the shows I have not been able to stop watching. It's a show called Back to the Frontier. And there's these 3 families. I think they're pretty affluent families, which again, I'm not judging that. But I mean, they essentially have to take a summer off to do this reality show where they go and live like 1880s homesteaders. Now, I'm telling you right now, if someone ever came to me and said, hey, would you like to take the summer off and do this show? I would laugh in their face and say, absolutely not. Because I know what that means. And so I don't know if they told these people they couldn't do any research, if they told these families, like, you can't learn. Okay, you've agreed, you've signed the liability paperwork and everything to do the show, so you cannot like study up on frontier life. Because there's 2 women. So there's 3 families. 2 women have been the most surprising to me. Like, one of them cried when they told her she had to take all of her makeup and lotion off her face, which I was so shocked by. You know, and their reaction to like the outhouse. I'm going, did you think in 1880s there was indoor plumbing on the frontier? Well, they go to the general store, and one of the women is like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's a washboard. It's what you would wash your clothes on. Not easily, might add. But anyway, so I'm captivated by it, in part because of the place in the world that I live in, which is central Wyoming. And, you know, anywhere I drive, well, I don't drive, but like anywhere I travel on the roads, like right, any direction, I could go any direction at all and see out there on the plains like an old beaten up shack, and I know exactly, I'm like, oh, somebody tried to make it there. 1 in 3 families on the frontier failed, and they packed it up and left. Their shock at the living conditions and how much work it is to plow a field, to clean the house, to keep the stove going all day. It's so much work. And anyway, so but I realized, like, hey, you know what, Kelly, like, who am I to judge? Like, there are lots of places, not only in the world, but just America, that I don't know very much about. Earlier this year, Jason and I watched Malcolm X as part of our kind of like film series, and yeah, I was astonished. I was flabbergasted. Like, I really didn't know. I mean, I still don't know very much about Malcolm X, but it just kind of made me aware, like, hey, you know, you need to stop just thinking about the frontier and think about some other things. So, this is not coming on the trip with me, by the way. I went to the library to get my summer reading prize, my second summer reading prize. There's 1 cart of books, and you can choose anything you want from that cart. Now, they could be weeded library books. They could be from book club kits, which means they might be stamped. The name of the library on the top or the side, or both, which I don't care for either of those. And there on the bottom, I could not believe it. I can't believe I got this book for free. King by Jonathan, help me out. Ike? I'm not sure how to say that. I'll figure it out though. So I grabbed this. It should be a mammoth. It's actually not a mammoth. And a mammoth is a book, in case you haven't heard that term, a mammoth is a book that's 800 pages or more. A lot of the end is notes. Let's see. So yeah, 557 pages. And, you know, just in looking at the font and things like that, I'm like, I might be able to read this. And I got it for free. It's $35. My goodness. So anyway, this is my latest edition. It's not going to fit on the library cart, so I'm gonna have to find another place for it. But anyway, so I will add it to my haul journal, but it was just too good to pass up, and especially because I've heard so many people on Booktube talking about this book. You know, I try not to hear too much because I want to like just read it and experience it for myself, but I've heard a lot of positive things about this biography. Okay, Booktube, I think I'm gonna stop there. So let me know what you're doing this weekend. Let me know if you have any upcoming plans, anything exciting. Again, if you want to talk to me about Shakespeare, please feel free. I love talking about Shakespeare, and I know a few of you have had some bad experiences, but I hope maybe just watch like a film adaptation or dip your toes into the water, because Shakespeare is just so wonderful, so wonderful. Anyway, so I would love to hear from you in the comments section. You can talk about what a hot mess I am down there. And yeah, If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, of course, you can leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.